So yeah, as I was saying, I think I need to read the statement again. So Ndao is Indao spirit relates to your bloodline only by commerce and conquest. There might be European traders who interacted with your ancestors. Yeah, ne? European traders who interacted with your ancestors. Now, I wanted to say this. As indigenous people of Africa, we are divided into 15 major ethno-linguistic supergroups, right? And this is according to research that was done. Okay, I'm not going to touch it in that. I wasn't sure how that was done or how that report was compiled. But yeah, it's 15 ethno-linguistic major groups. Now, uh, we talk about Umdao. We have Umdao. We have Umdao. We have Umdao. I have Umdao spirit. Ndao, Ndao. And yet, and then again, guys, we say we are African spiritualists. Ne? Umdao is a foreign spirit. And it's those are foreigners, those are traders, right? And then we say Inzuza is a mystical foreign spirit. Inkosazane is a mystical foreign spirit. A mermaid is a mystical foreign spirit. Inzuza is a mystical foreign spirit. Umdao. And yet, sifuna futhi kuyiboxa to say, angazi noma we are trying to box it into saying Umdao is African. That's why I'm saying, guys, we need to check these things and we need to understand it and not dismiss things esingazazi and try to impose information wrong futhi kwabanye abantu. Okay? What I was trying to do when I was explaining African or a native Africans, I was trying to show you ukuthi between Europeans, South Asians, Africans, we are interlinked into one. And this is what brings me to this topic of today, because I didn't actually understand it ngendlela bekufane ngi-understanding, or I didn't understand it then the way people were explaining it. However, when it was brought to my attention ngendlela the spiritual realm ichaza ngayo and how it began, it made a lot of sense to me. And I'm glad that I got to know, to gain, or to know, or to be taught, or I got that lesson. Because kuningi ekufanele sikufunde. As I say, we always learning. Now I'm going to come to the topic of abantu bami, the three spirits that I've mentioned. There's this thing, guys, with the attraction. Why, as females especially, I don't know how it works now with males, guys. Let me not say I don't know. It could be somehow it wouldn't be different, but Nzoyi explained in my space as being a female and my experience, and this is where now so the background check was sort of like a formal introduction. Now when we come to the informal, which is now in my space as a female, and the people that I attract, okay, that's what the topic is all about. So yeah, Sinenzuza. We've got Inzuza and we've got Inkosazane, right? And we've got Umdao. As a foreign ancestral spirit. As interactors of our ancestors, ne? Traders who interacted with our ancestors. Now, they could have been Asian, they could have been European, they could have been, ne? They could have come from anywhere. Now, when we attract, this is what happens, the opposite gender. And I think it took me to understand me. With Inzuza, you are going to attract more or less European and South Asian. You're going to Europeans, South Asians, and Indians. You attract them. You might not be aware, how far is your Nzuza, and how, because my Nzuza is my Nzuza, your Nzuza is your Nzuza. Angazi ukuthi seni how far neyakho, and angeke ngizame ukuthi ngichaze on your space because I only know my space. You are likely to attract Europeans, Indians, and Asians, and believe me, I can testify to that. Yeah, you can attract them. I had a incident one day. This white male approached me and said to me, "Would you like to have a glass of wine with me?" And looking at his, if I had to class him now, and it was very random and interesting that I shared with my colleagues. I shared with some of my colleagues what had happened in the morning. So he asked me, "Would you like to have a glass of wine?" And the way he was looking at me, So when I got to work, I was like, man, let me go check myself in the mirror. I'm confused. And yeah, but it was a funny story. Unfortunately, I won't go into details, cool guys, but it was a very funny story. So you are likely to attract those. And now with abantu babi ekubathandayo, okay, I know that I come from this side, but there's the side that I love, which is now the naughty ones. Inkosazane, abantwana benkosazane. Those people, they attract Native Africans. They attract Native Africans, and especially, okay, so yeah, so with them it's mostly Africans. You get those structured, well body built guys who would like often approach you. You understand? So that's Inkosazane, and this one attracts these ones. Yeah, but so Laba, they're more African based, and Laba European, and it's very interesting when I got to the revelation, or when I got like sort of like that that part unlocked, that mystery unlocked. I was like, okay. And I'm glad, because as I said, my people, I love my people because, I love my guides, or the people that I walk with, because they make the journey of spirituality interesting. They have given me knowledge beyond other people's understanding, and it will take a few to comprehend what I'm trying to teach. Ngiyabathanda nje ogogo nabomkhulu because bayakwazi ukuchazela into, so it's more interesting, and you grow and you learn and you gain more wisdom from it. Abami ke laba ngazi abakho. And now so because it was attracting Native Africans in most cases, it was sometimes attracting, it usually attracts Marines. So you know the story about Inkosazana and the people, Marines, right? They're always at sea and on land. And if you look at Inkosazana, it has both land and sea features. So it has land and sea features. So that is why it's sea-based and land-based. It's sea and land-based. Ne? You didn't know this. I'm not going to go into details with it. The features or the structure, how the Inkosazana is built, to tell you a story. Now, with Inzuza, and I said obviously it attracts the European, the South Asians and Indians, and mix also. But then with Inzuza, it's more. It was it was attracted by shamans. With Inkosazana, it was attracted by Marines. With Inzuza, it was attracted by shamans. How? If you look at the people that came with, or what is, if you look at the people that came with shamanism, or the people who practice shamanism, ne? Or who mostly uses shamanic healing, you would get that it's those those ethnic groups. Remember that shamans are practitioners who has gained practitioners. Hey, slew. Practitioners who has gained mastery of altered states of consciousness, possessing the ability to enter altered state of will, and controlling. Yes, okay now. Okay, eish. Kabangan ukuthi it's themselves that's a problem. So, and controlling themselves while moving in and out of those states, out of body, and that is basically out of body experience. That was an explanation given by Christina Pratt on the Encyclopedia of Shamanism. So shamanism, or shaman, is a practitioner who has gained mastery of altered state of consciousness. It's altered state of consciousness, possessing the ability to enter an altered state of will, and controlling themselves while moving in and out of these states. Now, when I say to people, I negotiate between the two realms, I'm able to travel. Let's say that when I talk about astral traveling, I'm able to travel within on my will between the two realms. Okay, I'm able to control while moving. I'm able to control the state of my will while moving from this in and out, in and out. I spoke about this when I did a video about astral traveling, and I said it is not a concept that we can say anybody can do it, guys, because it's dangerous, and I did state why it's dangerous. Out of body experience is very dangerous. If you have a shamanic gift, or if you understand the level of your shamanic gift, then you shouldn't have a problem. It's something that you can do. It's something that you should be like depending on the level also, it's something that you should be able to do. Now, with so that is out of body experience. That is why I'm saying now Inzuza is attracted to that, because remember, with shamanism, the healing, the methods of healing are different, ne? So yeah, the methods of healing in shamanism are totally different. So that is why it's attracted to that. And I did, when we spoke about characteristics of Inkosazana, and how it behaves, and looking at now the history, I mean, it was really attracted by but it was really attracted to the opposite opposite sex, no, or gender. You understand? And what the Marines were doing at that time, knowing Inkosazana and knowing that it's a goddess, even with the Inzuza, which is now a goddess in its own hierarchy, or in the entire hierarchy, or a god. They are totally different, guys. So Inzuza is actually attracted by power, or gifts, or the divine gifts, ne? And then that's why a lot of people who have Inkosazana, guy, there's a lot that have Inkosazana, and with them it brings forth the element, your buhle no, you know, the ngathini, your buhle, and that desire, the physical desire. And the physical desire also comes from the fact that it is sea and land based. Now, with Umdao, guys, as we said, this is now a foreign spirit. This would attract, but this one now, Umdao controls your relationship, controls your wealth. It brings those things. It brings those qualities, or controls those qualities, those aspects of your life. Yeah. So it controls some things, but linked to these other spirits. Yeah, I'm not going to go deep because I feel like sengizongena entweni ezi-deep, and I wouldn't want to give out some information on social media. Or yeah, I think it's for today, or for this video, or for this particular topic, as long as you understand from the beginning. Now, when I started explaining native Africans, it wasn't merely to make myself seem educated, but bengifuna ukuthi nginisize ukconnect ama dots. Thank you so much, and I hope that you did enjoy the video. Ngiyanithanda.